Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be talking about what I think is going to be the pitch for the next Thor movie. So spoilers ahead for Thor Love and Thunder. If you haven't seen the movie, come back, watch it. I'll definitely be focusing on the end credit scenes, but there may be spoilers for the movie as well. So let's talk. Let's talk about it. So at the end of Thor Love and Thunder, we have an end credit scene. In this end credit scene, we see that throughout the movie, Zeus was hit with a lightning bolt. Now, the appearance of Zeus was, although brief, very important, I think, to this movie. It really tells you how the gods really feel about, humans and other species that they preside over. We can tell that the pantheon is really not interested in helping humanity or helping any of the people that praise them. So we definitely do see that. Now, at the end of Thor: Love and Thunder, we see the first end credit scene right after the credits, the main credits. Um, we see that Zeus is not dead, even though he was hit with a lightning bolt through his chest. He's not dead. He is recovering, but he is angry. He is angry because these superheroes now feel that they are usurping the place of the gods. I really think that I really enjoyed this performance by Russell Crowe. Although, as much fun as it was seeing the light-hearted Zeus that we saw from the beginning of the movie, this is what Russell Crowe like really can bring to the table. This intensity. So it is revealed that Hercules is finally here, played by Brett Goldstein from the Ted Lasso series. If you haven't seen it before, so yeah, we have now a Hercules in the MCU, and I feel like this is going to be the next step of how we're going to do, what we're going to do with Thor and the pantheon of gods that we met, also Asgard. So for my pitch, we're going to borrow heavily from another series of somebody that's already been in the MCU, but this story was not fully utilized. Now we're going to talk about World War Hulk. Now, in this Marvel event, this is the follow up to Planet Hulk. So, after the Hulk had been exiled and had to rise as a gladiator and finally conquered his planet was destroyed. So, he was coming back to Earth and he was angry. I'm telling you, this story here by Greg Pak and John Romita Jr. Really demonstrates how Hulk can really be a destructive force. So I want to take this story and use that for the premise of the next Thor movie, and I'll tell you here. But let's go over the events of World War Hulk so we can talk a little bit more about that. So as I mentioned, Hulk and the Warbound come to Earth. Now we have met some of the Warbound; they're already in the MCU. We've met Korg and Meek. The Brood are definitely some big X-Men villains that we have seen in other movies. And then we also have Hiram and Eloy. All these people came from Planet Hulk. As soon as the Hulk gets to Earth, he begins taking out everyone, all the heroes, beginning with the Inhumans in the moon. So Black Bolt is taken out. He's one of the main ones that he blames for being sent off planet and his planet being destroyed. But here you can see Doctor Strange, Reed Richards, Black Bolt, Samsung, everyone like Spider Woman, Miss Marvel at the time, who is now Captain Marvel. Ares here we can see also. So keep Ares in mind, and of course the Thing here. Now, how does this story get resolved? Spoilers for World War Hulk. The Sentry, a blonde, powerful superhero with the power of the 1,000 suns, comes and confronts Bruce Banner. Now, there's a little bit more than that. There's a big twist that I really don't want to reveal. I really recommend you go read this series, but that's kind of what inspired me to take this on. Now, I want to do the same story, but instead of the Hulk, then it is Hercules. Now we have met Hercules. We know that the gods are angry; they're out for revenge. So we know that Hercules is part of the Marvel Comics universe as well, and also there's a pantheon of gods here in this Hercules Encyclopedia issue that we can see here. These are all different gods from all over the Marvel universe. A lot of them reflect real life deities from different cultures. We do have a full pantheon of the Greek gods here, as you can see, including Ares, Hercules, Poseidon, Hades, everyone like that, Athena, and of course Zeus. So I would think that the MCU could we already have our Hercules, and they could bring in some of the other powerful items, powerful deities like Athena, Ares, the god of war, and of course Hades, god of the underworld. So they would become Hercules warbound in their quest to destroy Earth. So in my pitch, Hercules would take the place of the Hulk and bring his own band of gods, either whether it be only Greek gods from or maybe from the pantheon that we saw in Thor: Love and Thunder, where there are many gods that can be brought in as his own warbound. And the premise is very similar. Hercules comes to Earth, begins attacking superheroes because that's who Odin believes is to blame for the lack of faith and prayers and everything that's happening. So I think this will be really fun. And of course, in the place of the Sentry, we have Thor, who is also a god with the powers of thunder. So very similar to the Sentry as far as just the power level. The Sentry is one of the most powerful beings in Marvel Comics, but I think for the MCU, I think Thor, as of right now, is one of the most powerful ones, as far as especially being a god from Asgard. So that's what I would like. I think it'd be really fun. In the comics, Hercules has taken over for the Hulk here, as you can see here. Very cool homage to this. This is the issue Incredible Hulk number 112. This is actually where Hercules takes over the series. So he actually replaces the Hulk. We see Amadeus Cho in the background, who we've met. We know his mom is part of the MCU already. So, like I said, if you haven't read World War Hulk, it's really interesting. Greg Pak did a fantastic job, and we have I really love the series. I remember reading all this stuff. Hercules has taken over for the Hulk before, so I don't see why we could not make the same story, World War Hulk, with Hercules and the Pantheon of Gods. I think that'd be really cool. I don't think we will able to do that story with Hulk anymore, unless it's really in the future, because the character of the Hulk at this point is so different than the character in the comics was at the time. We've already done kind of Planet Hulk a little bit during Thor Ragnarok. So, like I said, Thor has already kind of been using some of those Hulk stories, so I don't see why we cannot use World War Hulk for our purposes. So there you have it. That's my pitch. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know your theories of what we're gonna do. And like I mentioned, go read World War Hulk. It is available in Marvel Unlimited. You can get it at any of your shops. They should have it in stock. It's a pretty popular trade. And if not, check out your library, all that stuff. Or buy it digitally, whatever. So I really enjoy that story. I really love going back and rereading it. I think it's some of Pax and Romita's best work together. So yeah, very excited for that. So, but let me know what you think with that story work, and what is your pitch, all that good stuff. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Sundays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here on the channel. So thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.